You know, I'm just out here testing makeup. Like every Sunday is like my makeup testing day. Today I'm doing like a little bit of a pink wing situation with yellow influences. And I feel like my hair tie and this sweater really just pulls everything together. In other news, my friends, I started drinking kombucha like maybe 3 weeks ago, and I find myself really gravitating towards this flavor. Strawberry, what is it? Strawberry lemonade. This flavor is, so far anyway, the best flavor I've tried. I don't drink like an entire bottle every day. I drink maybe like 1/4 every day. And I feel like it is enough to, you know, get me those digestive and probiotic benefits that kombucha gives. And it's just very nice. It reminds me a little bit of mjöd, which is something we drink in Finland during certain holidays. And it's like it tastes fermented, like it has those like little bubbly characteristics about it, and it's just nice. So I've been drinking kombucha for like 3 weeks or something. A little squilp every day, and it's very nice. I also, last prep, I got like a slight obsession in regards to eating kimchi, and I'm picking that back up because why not? Fermented foods have like tons and tons and tons of like benefits for well-being and health and stuff like that, and like when it comes to digestive things. And as we all know, my digestion is questionable sometimes. It is something I struggle with time and again, whether I'm in prep or not in prep. So I just have to like be careful with what I eat, kind of figure that all out as I go. But for now anyway, kombucha and kimchi really help my digestion. I'm hoping that as I get further and further into prep and lower my macros, I'll see those true benefits unfold even more. It is our 4-year wedding anniversary today, and so my husband brought me these beautiful daisies and tulips. So pretty. Kind of matching my dress too. Gotta say, I love how non-existent my root is right now. Like, this is probably my real hair color. You can't really tell at all. Like, I don't really want to tell you guys how much I had to pay for this root smudging back in November. It was like $600, but it was worth it, obviously, because I don't really have to go only for like a haircut, because this is just pretty seamless. So our plan today, I obviously did my hair for this occasion because we're going to a pretty legendary steakhouse here in New York. So it's called Hawksmoor. I'll insert some clips or photos of what we're eating, but yeah, it's gonna be steak. It's not like a free meal or anything like that. Like, I'm gonna fit it into my macros, so nothing crazy, but it's still gonna be so nice to do like a date night. So we are very excited. And then before that, we're gonna go to Fotografiska, which is like a museum. Anyone who's seen Inventing Anna on Netflix knows which building it is. What is it, 246 Park or something? It's a beautiful building, but it's a museum, like a Stockholm museum. So we're gonna go there. So before that, we're gonna do our annual card making, to like make each other cards. And then I'm probably gonna have like a clothing crisis because I want to like wear a nice dress or something tonight. So I'll have to reserve some time for that too. And coincidentally, it's Wednesday, so it's a rest day for me, but I did have my check-ins earlier this morning. A little bit of like discouraging check-ins because I'm up this week as well. So like 2 weeks in a row I've been up. But last week's check-in, he did say, my coach did say that like this week is gonna be like a drop in calories and like just kicking things in a higher gear. So hopefully that will mean a nice feeling next week when I have my check-ins. That's a pig. So I ordered a new waist trainer because my current one looks like this. So it's like a little broken and just a little tad broken. And I'm also on the last row. And this is an extra small. So I felt ballsy and I ordered the extra small, so we'll see. But like literally, I don't know how long this will last me. I've had this one since 2020, my first prep, so it's definitely been well used, but it's time for a new one. A response from coach yesterday. We did lower macros quite significantly, and then we added in much more cardio and also a step goal. Every day, no matter what, I will hit 10K steps in addition to my cardio. Right now I'm doing 40 minutes of cardio, and then since this is like my first movement of the day, I'll just see how many steps that amounts to and then subtract that from whatever steps I have at the end of the day, so I can make sure that it's 10K steps outside of cardio, if that makes sense. What do you say? Is this trash? I think so. I went to the store after doing cardio. I got my kombucha and I got some eggs and my favorite rice cakes. And these rice cakes only have 4 carbs per cake, so they are quite amazing. And it's chug time. At this rate, I'm probably at like 3 of these per day, which would be like 1.5 gallons, which makes me proud. Alright, so we just got back from Trader Joe's, so this is our little grocery haul. We got a cat, we got apples, rice, frozen strawberries, and I'm gonna try this. It's like gluten-free oats with a bunch of nice grains and seeds in it instead of actual oatmeal, because actual oatmeal kind of makes me feel a little not the best digestion wise, so I want to try this. And then some yogurt, which I definitely don't have every day, but just for tonight I thought it would be a good protein source if I want to be luxurious about things. I got farro, avocados. This is the salmon I get, and I put it on Ezekiel muffins, and it's amazing. We got some Parmesan, we got a lot of frozen berry blends, some lettuce. This is my favorite coffee nowadays. We got a lot of chicken, and then one of these for a luxurious kind of weekend vibe. Good morning, guys. Look at this sleep that I just had. I feel like it's absolutely perfect. It is not often that I close all 4 rings on this screen. That's just a sign that today is going to be a good leg day. I'm assembling my breakfast now. So this is the salmon that I use, and I love the macros on it. And these are the macros, which is great. And this perfectly makes 4 tops of muffin tops, whatever. Like, you'll see what I mean. These are the muffins that I use. So they are flourless English muffins, and they just work really well with my digestion, and my body loves them. This is the macros sneakily for half a muffin, and I'm having 4 halves, aka 2 whole muffins. Since they arrive frozen, I just keep them frozen, and then I toast them once on this setting for 6 minutes, and then I cut them in half and toast them again, so they're super toasty. PR. It was awesome. Kind of feel like I could have had 8 reps, but I cut it short at 7 because it felt like it was the very last rep I had in me. But looking at the video, I know I could have had maybe 1 or 2 more. But I'm still very happy. It's an all-time PR, and I am in prep now. And I used to be a powerlifter, so to me it's a big deal to hit like a squat PR. Yeah, pretty happy. I'm gonna pose now, figure out these new heels. I'll let you guys know some pros and cons later after evaluating them a little bit. Right, so immediately after the gym I had a protein shake, and now that I got home I'm going to have a more elaborate post-workout meal. So I'm having 1 Honeycrisp apple and 8 egg whites and some frozen berries. Alright, so let me show you guys the difference between my 3 shoes that I have. These were my very first ones that I wore to my very first show. They are a mule with no platform. Not sure what the heel height is. It might be a 5-inch heel. These are by far the most hard ones to walk with, just because there's no platform and there's no strap. And so yeah, so these are literally just hanging out in my office. I use them for check-in photos just because it's like super easy to just slide in and take the photo and slide right out. But they are definitely my least favorite shoe. And then we have this one that I used for my 2021 season. They are gorgeous. They are strapped in and they have a platform. The strap started breaking a little bit, so just to have like a backup shoe, I went ahead and I ordered these ones. So these have the same platform height and a little extra toe padding. As you can see, I added my own like little slider, anti-slide thing in here. Otherwise my foot like kind of shoots out of here when it gets sweaty and stuff. I wanted a strapless version but with a platform, just because I far prefer walking in a platform. But I did also want the convenience of just being able to slide my foot in and slide it out. And if, you know, best case scenario, if I prefer this shoe over this shoe, I would just wear this on show day and use these as a backup. But as it stands right now, I will probably prefer to wear these on show day and use these as a backup. And I'll also be wearing these mostly when I pose, like at the gym and stuff, because the reason why I might prefer the glitzy glammy strappy one over these is just because of this fact. Like, it's super difficult to see this, what I'm trying to like demonstrate here, but I promise it makes sense in person. This surface on the strapless ones is smaller than the surface on the heel strapped ones, and just because of that little tiny, like, we're talking, I don't know what the difference might be. It might be like, now they are lined up on the bottom, and as you can see, that is like kind of the difference on the like platform width, and it really makes a big difference to me. I don't think I've like ever stumbled or wobbled in these the way I've done in these. Like, for example, if I'm doing a pose and my legs are a little shaky, like if I'm posing after a leg day or something, or if I'm just like tired or not paying attention, it's very easy to sidestep with these. The reason I would like to still keep these and keep practicing in these is because that fact might add to my overall stability on stage. Like, say I become a master at posing in these, but these still feel comfortable, like, it would just be a nice comfort to know when I'm like all nervous backstage and stuff. I cannot tell you yet which ones I will go for when it's time for stage. I just hope that these guys the strap on these does not break until the season's over. That all being said, I'm going to jump into these now and try posing with them with no socks on. I have a tendency to always pose wearing socks, but obviously that is not the standard set on show day because we are all very much barefoot. So I need to get better at least sometimes, every once in a while, feel things out while not wearing any socks. My afternoon is wide open. I think I'm going to go rollerblading. A couple weeks ago I purchased rollerblades and they are gorgeous, but I haven't rollerbladed in like maybe 10 or 15 years. But I'm hoping it's kind of like riding a bike, you know, like I'll just remember how to do it, because where we live now, we live super close to Central Park, and there's this like long like asphalt path that people rollerblade on, they bike, they run, then they skate, like skateboard, they scooter, like they do everything sporty, outdoor sporty imaginable on there. And I just feel like it looks so lovely when people rollerblade there, and I just felt like, wow, that would be such a great way for me to get some extra steps in, because today, Saturday and Sunday I don't have any cardio, but I still have 10,000 steps to hit. And as it stands right now, I've hit like 3,600 steps. So I still need like around, you know, 7,000 steps. So why not try to like get them in stride while striding and rollerblading? But I will be such a fucking noob, and I just hope it doesn't show too much, and I hope I don't fall. These are my rollerblades. Aren't they like the prettiest rollerblades you've ever seen? They just fit me like a glove, both personality-wise and also size-wise. I'm gonna take those for a spin now and see how that goes, and when/if, probably when I fall, I have knee protection pad things and also for my wrist. So hopefully I come back in one whole piece. Prayers. So I did it maybe like a solid 20 minutes. And I feel like it is not like riding a bike, because like the movement itself is like pretty normal, like ice skating, you know, like we got that down, all right, we know how to do that. But everything in between is the hard part. So like starting movements and stopping. So the stopping part is what floored me, literally. It was like a downhill, and I was like, holy shit, because it was like a very long downhill that I did not predict that it was coming. And I have not practiced braking, and I would have loved to like not just fly down the hill, you know what I mean? So what ended up happening is that I tried my best to brake, intending to stop and like not go down that hill, you know what I mean? But there was no out, and I was like, fuck. And I did fall pretty hard on my side. And you know, like in movies when people fall and the crowd goes like, ooh, that happened. So my ego is a little bruised, thankfully not my body, so that's a win I will take as I go home to YouTube and research how the fuck you're supposed to stop and brake. I have a feeling that I need to like adjust the brake pad. One, to move it to my left leg, which is dominant, and to lower it because it felt like a very far away thing. And that all being said, I got some nice steps in and rolls in. I'm gonna go home now and change. I'm gonna take a walk instead of a roll. I'm gonna walk over to, I think, either Sephora or Ulta and get like a hair mask because I need a hair mask for my poor hair. So that's what I'll do now. It's only like 3 o'clock, so the Saturday is young. When your hand looks like this, it can only mean one thing, and that is that you went to Ulta. Okay, I just got back from Ulta. It is like a 20-minute walk away. It was a fantastic walk. It's like 65 here and sunny, and everyone's out and about, and like flowers everywhere. The trees are green. It's just so spectacular here right now. So really good vibes. I did do some shopping because when would I ever go to Ulta and not shop? So I got this hair mask because my hair is feeling a little dry, and I only have like a shampoo and conditioner right now, and I always like to mix it up with a hair mask, especially like when I'm doing a bath and stuff. So I will try this tonight. I got a new setting spray that I've never tried before, but I have had the One Size Beauty setting spray that I actually ran out of like yesterday or something, but it has like this hairspray like mist instead of the like spritz that my previous Holy Grail Urban Decay All Nighter, that setting spray has kind of like a shower, if you will, whereas the One Size Beauty had like a mist, and this is also like a mystical sort of thing, and it's very highly reviewed on Ulta's website. So I was like, why not try it? So that is what I also got. I've been wanting to like go a little crazy on lips lately and like mix up my lip game. So I got this fuchsia lip liner, and my plan is just to like line my entire lips and just maybe like throw a lip gloss on there or something, and see how I like it. And then like if I love super pink lips, I'll expand my library of colors. And then last but not least, Exuviance eye cream. Yeah, not much to say. Eye cream. Yep, that is my mini Ulta haul. I also came home to this, my Elle magazine in the mail. So I'll probably just read this and drink some bubbly water. And then later tonight, I am going to work on some graphic design stuff, like freelancing. So maybe I'll show you guys a little bit of that process as well, but without showing too much, because I don't think I want to show the clients confidential stuff and all that, but I'll show you little snippets maybe. We'll see. So yeah, that'll be my Saturday. And today is also Valborg Vappen, which is like kind of Labor Day for Finns and Swedes. So today is a holiday for me in my mind. So glada vappen to everyone out there. Not sure if I ever give you guys the update, so I'm just gonna give you guys the update now. Since my last video, which was my 4 first weeks of prep, I can link that here in one of these corners if you have not watched it. If you'll recall, or if you didn't watch it, I will just tell you that in the beginning of that video, aka in the beginning of this prep, I got like a weird virus that like made me super duper nauseous and very low desire to eat. And I was like, damn, that was a rough start to prep, but I had 2 good weeks after that, and I was like, yeah, it's going so great. And then I got COVID. Up until I got COVID, I didn't really know a lot of people who had it. So I was like a little bit like, OMG, who do I talk to about this? You know what I mean? But then like after that, I feel like everyone got it. Probably like this super contagious variant or whatever. For me, it was pretty mild. I got a fever that lasted for 2 days, and then after that I had like a cough and sneezing a lot, and I lost my taste and my smell. I've tested negative for like a very long time now. Like I only had to like quarantine that week that I was sick, and then like after that I was good to, you know, resume my normal life. But I still sound a little sick, like nasally sick, if that makes sense, and I have to like clear my throat a lot. I don't like have COVID and I'm not sick in any way. It's just like one of those lingering things, I guess. And my taste and my smell actually returned to me like early this week, which was a blessing, because like I did not realize how heavily I depended upon those senses until they were gone. So now it's nice, like I can smell flowers again, I can smell my husband's cologne, I can smell if I need to take out the trash, I can smell if I need more deodorant and stuff like that. So it's very nice, and I can taste my food. I'm thankful that I didn't have like any crazy symptoms, knock on wood. If that's wood, but that I, knock on wood again, am feeling good and like back to normal. And like obviously I hit a huge gym PR, actually a few gym PRs today. So the first 2 weeks of training was a little bit rough, and also like I wasn't sure how much is safe to push, so I kept it like around 80% the first week, and then like went up to 95-ish the second, but I'm definitely back to 100% now, so that's good, that's very nice. So definitely a rocky start to prep for sure. As for stats right now, so I started at around 194 and now I'm around 186. After I had COVID, I went down to like 183, and then when I got better and was able to like go back to the gym and stuff, I went back up to 185, and then this past check-in was 186, and I was like, fuck. But we made some cool changes this past Wednesday. Today's Saturday, so on Wednesday I had my check-in, and we lowered macros, and we added more cardio minutes, and we also added steps. I think I mentioned that during one of my cardio walks here earlier this week. I haven't weighed myself or anything like that since Wednesday. I will include Wednesday check-ins stats, yeah, because that's nice. That's nice to know in these prep vlogs, I feel. But one thing that has not failed me yet, I'm gonna knock on wood again, is that my waist measurements are down each week. So even though my weight is up, my waist measurement goes down, which you all know I am like obsessive about. I want that teeny tiny waist and the big old booty. 5 ounces of chicken and some cabbage boats, avocado, and 10 grams of Parmesan. Like a little sandwich wraps, kind of. Alright, so this is my last meal of the day. Obviously I have a sweet tooth right now, so I've got frozen berries that I'll just eat as finger food. Frozen strawberries that I heated up in the microwave so that all the like liquid comes out of the strawberries and creates like kind of like a sauce. For my Greek yogurt, I usually don't eat dairy a lot, but I was feeling lazy and really wanted something to complement my strawberries while also giving me protein. And then I've got raisins because I still had some carbs to eat. Luckily, my hair is like long enough for me to actually practice with my hair out, and I actually know how to handle my hair on stage. So I've implemented that. So I just did my morning check-ins, and my weight is down a bit from last week to 185.4. Past month it's been looking kind of like this, so definitely an up and down journey, but overall this was Monday after resting on Sunday, and so Wednesdays is kind of my holy grail day because that's when I do check-ins. So this was last week, and then that was the week before, so up and down, but definitely down from last week, 1.2 pounds. My waist measurement has been on a steady decline ever since I started prep, so that is wonderful. I think I started prep right around here. That kind of graph makes me happy. So I'm just gonna send my check-in photos to my coach now and see what he says. So here is the app that I use for my check-ins and stuff via Fit Body Fusion. So this was last week. It's kind of hard to see here, but that was last week, and this one is today. I feel like you can definitely see some changes in the physique, so that's very nice. And this is all the way to like prep start here. Definitely can see those changes, so that's nice to see. The back pose. Alright, today I am not today, but this week I am 16 weeks out. This is where a lot of people start their prep, but I needed a lot of time, so let's go. Usually I wear a waist trainer when I go for my walk, and it's cardio time, but it has not come in the mail yet. But I've got my coffee, I've got my podcast, I will see you guys in the next video. This is where the fun starts.